Ever wondered how the delicate silk thread that's used in your favorite silk scarf or blouse is made? Well, that's what we're about to delve into. Silk thread, a product of the intricate work of a tiny creature, the silkworm, has been a symbol of luxury and elegance for thousands of years. It has found its way into the heart of various crafts and fashion pieces, adding a touch of sophistication and glamour. Whether it's embroidered on a lavish cushion cover, woven into an exquisite tapestry, or stitched into a stunning haute couture gown, silk thread plays a pivotal role. The intricate process of crafting this delicate thread is a blend of nature's miracle and human ingenuity. It's a journey that takes us from the humble cocoon to the glossy, smooth thread that we admire in our everyday items. So are you ready to embark on this journey? Stay tuned as we unravel the fascinating process of silk thread making. Silk thread, as exquisite as it is, begins its journey in a not-so-glamorous place, the humble cocoon of a silkworm. Now you might be wondering, how does something so luxurious come from a creature as simple as a silkworm? Well, let's unravel this mystery together. The story of the silk thread starts with the raising of silkworms, a process known as sericulture. But these aren't just any ordinary worms. The silkworms we're talking about are the larvae of Bombyx mori, the silk moth. These worms have a voracious appetite and feed exclusively on the leaves of the mulberry tree. From the moment they hatch, these silkworms start munching away on these leaves, growing rapidly in size. Over a period of about a month, they increase their weight nearly 10,000 times. Now that's some serious growth spurt, isn't it? As they grow, the silkworms go through several stages of development, known as instars. After the final instar, they begin to spin their cocoon, a process that can take up to 3 days. They do this by releasing a protein through their salivary glands, which hardens on contact with air, forming a single, long, continuous thread. This thread is the raw silk, and each cocoon can contain a thread that's about 900 meters long. That's roughly the same length as 10 football fields. Sericulture is a careful and delicate process. The silkworms need to be protected from harsh weather, predators, and disease. The temperature, humidity, and even the quality of the mulberry leaves they feed on all contribute to the quality of the silk they produce. It's a fascinating process, isn't it? A tiny creature, munching away on leaves, transforms itself into a shiny, delicate cocoon, which in turn gives us the lustrous silk thread we all admire. It's truly a testament to nature's incredible design. So the first step in silk thread making is obtaining these precious silk cocoons. But the journey of the silk thread doesn't end here. There's much more to this intriguing tale. Once we have the silk cocoons, the next step is to unravel them. Just imagine, we are about to discover a world of wonder and beauty hidden within the humble silkworm's cocoon. Now, this isn't as simple as it sounds. You see, the cocoon is held together by a protein called sericin, also known as silk gum. This substance is like a glue, binding the silk fibers together and creating a protective shell for the silkworm. To loosen this sericin, the cocoons must be soaked in hot water. This is a delicate process, as the water must be just the right temperature. Too hot, and the silk could be damaged. Too cold, and the sericin won't dissolve. Once the cocoons have been soaked and the sericin has been loosened, the real magic begins. The silk thread can finally be unwound from the cocoon, but this isn't a hasty process. The silk thread is incredibly fine, about 1/10,000th of an inch in diameter. It's so delicate, in fact, that it can easily break if not handled with care. The unwinding of the silk thread is a mesmerizing process. It's a dance, really, a dance of patience and precision. Each cocoon can yield up to 900 meters of silk thread. That's the equivalent of 9 football fields. This thread is then combined with others, twisting them together to create a thicker, stronger thread. This is known as throwing, and it's this process that gives silk its distinctive shimmer and strength. So you see, unraveling the cocoon isn't just about getting to the silk. It's about revealing the hidden beauty within, about transforming something ordinary into something extraordinary. And that, my friends, is the art of silk making. Each step requires patience, care, and a deep appreciation for the beauty of nature. From the humble silkworm to the luxurious silk thread, it's a journey of transformation. This careful unwinding process results in a single continuous silk thread, and that's the secret of silk's enchanting allure. With the silk thread unwound, it's time for spinning. This stage in our journey is all about strength and versatility. Spinning is the process where we take several silk threads and twist them together. By doing so, we create a thicker, more robust thread, capable of standing up to the demands of whatever project you have in mind. Think about it like this. One silk thread is delicate and fragile, but when you combine several of these threads, they become a force to be reckoned with. It's a fascinating testament to the power of unity, even in the world of silk thread making. Now, the thickness of the spun silk thread, also known as the ply, can be adjusted according to our needs. If we want a thinner, lighter thread, we might choose to spin only 2 or 3 threads together. But if we need something sturdier, we can easily increase the number of threads we spin. The spinning process is not just about twisting threads together, though. It's a careful balance of tension and technique. The threads have to be twisted at just the right angle and with the perfect amount of force. Too loose, and the threads won't hold together. Too tight, and the silk could break. It's a delicate dance that requires a keen eye and a steady hand. Another interesting aspect of spinning is that it's not a one-size-fits-all operation. Different projects require different types of spun silk. Some might need a more tightly spun thread for durability, while others might benefit from a looser spin for a softer touch. The spinning process also directly impacts the texture of the final product. A tighter spin will result in a smoother, sleeker finish, while a looser spin will give the thread a fluffier, more textured feel. And voila! We have our spun silk thread, ready to be dyed and used. The spinning process is an art in itself, a dance of threads and tension, creating a symphony of silk that's as beautiful as it is strong. It's a testament to the wonder of nature, the skill of the spinner, and the endless possibilities that lie ahead. Now comes the fun part, adding color to our silk thread. Dyeing, an art form in itself, transforms the plain silk thread into a vibrant masterpiece. This process breathes life into the silk, giving it personality and character. So how exactly do we color these delicate threads? First, we need to prepare the dye bath. There are various types of dyes available, from natural ones derived from plants and insects, to synthetic ones created in labs. Each type of dye has its own unique characteristics and requires a specific preparation method. For example, some dyes need to be dissolved in hot water, while others need a mordant, a substance that helps the dye adhere to the silk. Once the dye bath is ready, it's time to introduce the silk thread, but it's not a quick dip and done. The thread needs to be soaked in the dye bath for a certain period of time to ensure the color permeates every fiber. This soaking time can range from a few minutes to several hours depending on the desired color intensity. During this time, the silk absorbs the dye, changing its color gradually. It's a mesmerizing process, watching the thread transform from its original hue to the vibrant color of the dye. After the thread has soaked up enough color, it's carefully removed from the dye bath and rinsed to remove any excess dye. It's important to rinse the thread thoroughly to prevent the color from running later on. Finally, the dyed silk thread is left to dry naturally. This process can take anywhere from a few hours to a day depending on the weather conditions. Once the thread is completely dry, it's ready to be used. With the dyeing process, we can achieve an array of colors, from the softest pastels to the richest jewel tones. The possibilities are virtually endless, limited only by one's imagination. With that, our silk thread is dyed, dried, and ready to be woven into beautiful silk fabrics. So, that's the fascinating journey of a silk thread, from a humble silkworm cocoon to the vibrant thread that's woven into your favorite silk items. It all begins with the silkworm, an unassuming creature that spins a cocoon of raw silk. Then, the delicate process of unraveling the cocoon takes place, an intricate dance that requires patience and precision. This raw silk is then spun into a thread, a transformation that is as mesmerizing as it is complex. And finally, the thread is dyed, its dull color replaced with vibrant hues, ready to be woven into the beautiful silk items we all love and cherish. Each step of the process, from the silkworm to the finished thread, is a testament to the beauty of nature and the refined skill of human craftsmanship. We hope you found this journey as captivating as we did, and that you'll look at your silk items with a new appreciation for the intricate process that created them.